morning. Good morning, Say. Good morning from Evie. Good morning from Tinks too. Long time no see, Say. Hey. Rupert, this is your first appearance on a weekly vlog. What do you think about that? Hey. Hey. Oh, okay. That's one way to start, isn't it? Good morning and welcome to the first weekly vlog of 2019, but the first weekly vlog in forever. I just thought today, I just felt like picking up the camera. I find myself in my videos that I've been filming that I eventually need to put up on my actual channel. I just find myself getting really chatty and like I've got so much to share with you all, and I've got like no outlet where I can do that. And then I was like, it's time to bring the weekly vlogs back. So here's my very naked face. I'm sure you've all missed it. It is about 9:20 in the morning and Rupert hasn't had a full bottle like he usually would today. I'm just about to go and pop some toast in for my breakfast and he'll be entertained here for a little while. I need to feed the dogs and then we're going to go and get ready for the day. And I think today we're just going to head out to Matalan. There's like a big Tesco by there, so I need some bits to pick up. I need to pick up some bits. And also I'm going to get him weighed this afternoon because I've not had him weighed like since before Christmas. Okay, Jasper's hungry now. I'll be back in a second, Rupert. You'll be okay there. And I think he's obviously grown. He is one chunky little monkey. Before Christmas he was 14 pounds 2, I think. And obviously like at that point he wasn't even 3 months old yet. You're just gonna have to give me maybe a little second to get used to doing this again. Before I had Rupert, I would be very mindful of like what was in the background of my vlogs. Like I wouldn't film if there was a shed load of pots in the sink there. I wouldn't film from this angle. But all of that's just gonna have to go out the window because I mean, we do manage to keep on top of like the house and stuff, but like for example, the table at the moment looks like this, and I'm not bothered because that's what the house looks like. So yeah, I've got loads to tell you. I'm not really sure what format these vlogs are going to take. I was just carrying on filming when I went to feed the dogs and then I realised how noisy it is to actually like pour dog biscuits into a bowl. So got that done. There's going to be a lot of baby content I think on these weekly vlogs because obviously we have a Rupert now, so get used to those noises in the background. I wanted to start now as well because there was no way I could have started any earlier than this. I just right at the start was very hectic and it's hard with a new baby and we were just finding our feet. And then last month it was like we were just kind of getting him into a bit of a routine and Tommy had gone back to work and it was Christmas time and we were just enjoying just being together, weren't we, hey? And it just didn't seem like a right time to pick up the camera, whereas now I feel ready. So I wanted to do it when I knew I could like commit to it and I was actually going to get it done and actually film some stuff for you all. So I'm sorry there's been a little break. Thank you if any of you have stuck around this long. I did say they were coming back, so here I am. So yeah, so today we have a lovely lady that comes and cleans for us on a Tuesday. So she's come in, she normally comes about 11ish, so I always try and make it that we're out of the house not too far after that. He keeps smiling at me and as soon as I turn the camera on him, he's just bewildered by what it is. Hey? Hiya. Deep deep. Deedly. Deedly. Hey? This little seat thing is from Mamas and Papas and this bit comes off so you can just put like his normal toys in it and stuff. Rupert's toy basket is that thing over there in the corner. And at first when we first got it he was a little bit too little for it, like he didn't really know what to do, whereas now like he's touching these first two things quite a lot and seems to interact with it quite a lot. So and he's found his hands. That chewing thing is quite goes on quite frequently, doesn't it, hey? So Tommy gets Mondays off, so yesterday we nipped into town. I filmed a couple of videos. My hair is crazy, and then he's in work today, so I've got Rupert. We're going to venture out and get him weighed and stuff, and I'm just going to film where and when I can. I'm not going to put pressure on myself, and just see if we can get some nice footage because I think it'd be nice to look back on as well. Are you trying to talk back to me? Are you trying to talk back to me? So yeah, It is Tuesday the 8th today of January. So my toaster's just popped up, so I'm gonna have some breakfast and then go and get ready. I think it might be a no makeup day though, to be honest guys, because I just can't bother today and I'm only going to Matalan. When I came down this morning, Tommy had got me my plate out and a knife, and then one of my favourite mugs, and he'd put a tea bag in it. He's so cute. Also, if any of you love mince pies, the Sayers ones are by far the best. Tom's grandma swears by them, Tom's mum swears by them, and I've done a lot of mince pie research over this Christmas period, and these are definitely by far the best. They're just so fresh, and you get like 12 for a £5. So if you're near a Sayers and you like mince pies, I would definitely recommend those ones. It just took him so long to go off. Turns out he wanted another 3 ounces. So he normally takes like 6 ounces of feed, but in the mornings it seems to be has 3 ounces at 8:30 and then 3 ounces at 10:30. And then he'll have like 6 at 1:30. So it's all a bit off kilter, if that's the right saying. I've just come down, I've let the dogs out. I managed to kind of like stumble around getting ready while he was drifting off. I kind of put him in like semi-awake, and he's just kind of like gone off to sleep himself. So baby monitor's on. I'm just going to sort some bottles out, and then when he wakes up I'll whip him in the car and go out. He'll be awake when we go out. I was trying to plan it that he would nap as we were going out, but that ain't gonna happen today, so I'm just gonna have to try and muddle around him. Okay, so I called to see Tommy at the gym because I knew he was going to be due a feed and I wasn't going to make it Tesco, and I didn't particularly want to sit in Tesco cafe on my own. It feels like a Starbucks or a Costa or somewhere a bit nicer, but the one at our Tesco isn't that great. So is my nose clean? Yeah, just dry skin. It's not a very flattering angle, is it? Yeah, so I fed him with Tommy. I fed him at the gym, and Tommy was really glad that we called, I think. So that was good because he got to see him and I got to feed him. And then I've just been up to Matalan, and he started getting a bit tetchy in Matalan because he's not slept, and he would usually sleep at that time. And I like put his dummy in, and obviously I was rocking the pram, but he just wasn't having any of it. I got some nice bits in Matalan. I don't know whether to do a haul video or not. I got a load of stuff from Next and I've washed it and taken the tags off, but I don't know whether that any of you would be bothered or not. I might ask on Instagram actually if you want to see a haul. And then went to Tesco, and he was not happy. He just basically, he wasn't like screaming, crying. He was just like, you know when they're just a bit whiny, but it makes you like panicky and really anxious. And I was like, right, okay, I'm on a time limit here, but I managed to get myself a couple of bits, and I got him some things, and I got some nappies because they were half price. I swear Liz Battersby is walking past my car right now. No, it's not. And then obviously when I get him in the car and drive home, he falls asleep. Now I can go and get him weighed, I think up until 3:30, and it's now 2:25 So where we live, it's like the Fylde coast. I've literally just driven from one end of the Fylde coast to the other, and I've picked myself up a cheeseburger Happy Meal with a chocolate milkshake, and I'm going to sit on the front like I used to do, you might remember, pre-baby, and eat this, and then drive to where he gets weighed in, feed him in the car park so he's not like crying, because he should be due a feed in about half an hour. Fingers crossed this is going to go to plan. Take him in and get him weighed. I'm a bit nervous because I've never been on my own to get him weighed. I've been with Tom's mum and I've been with Tom, but I've not been on my own yet, so I'm a bit nervous. And he's been a bit like off because he's not napped when he usually naps, but obviously we've been out, but we need to kind of work around each other. I can't just stay at home all the time when he's napping, otherwise I'll never get anything done. I'm going to sit and enjoy my lunch. I'll show you my view, and that's about it. I'm shattered. Very, very tired today. It is now 10 to 5, and I've just popped him down for a nap. Just poured myself a cup of tea. I've got a mince pie out, one of the ones I was telling you about earlier. So hopefully I'll get time to have this. I am so proud of myself. I got out and actually went and did the weigh in. I ended up not feeding him before we went in. I just took him, I woke him up in the car, took him in, so he was quite snoozy, so I had like 20 minutes before he realised that he was hungry. And he is now 16.4. Hiya. Hiya. Do any of you that have babies, especially ones that are still in, well, the ones that are still in the room with you, never open your curtains in your bedroom anymore? Because when I go down in the morning, I don't have time for his bottle to open the curtains. Then he has a nap. Sometimes he has it in here, so I don't want to open and close, keep opening and closing the curtains. Then he might have an afternoon nap, again in here, so I don't want to keep opening and closing the curtains. And then it's nighttime routine, so they just stay closed all the time, and I hate it because I feel like we look like such slobs, and our window seat is in a constant state of washing, sorting out. Thomas has just come home, and I'm just gonna quickly, I don't like wearing leggings if they're not like turned over a bit at the bottom to reveal that little bit of hair tuft that are underneath there, underneath them, if I haven't shaved my legs that day. I'm gonna head to Aldi. I was gonna nip to the Co-op. We've got a Co-op that's like round the corner from us, but he is currently wearing Aldi size 3 nappies, and they've been pretty good, to be honest. This hoodie's got something all over it. Well, he has been in them and seems to like be doing pretty well in them. I think he's growing out of them, and we had a leak in the middle of the night last night. I don't think I've said good morning yet, actually. Good morning. He has just gone to the doctors for his vaccinations, which is why I am here on my own at the moment. I'm gonna go, I don't know whether I can I face Aldi? Change of plan. I'm gonna nip to the Co-op because I forgot Tom's got a hair appointment at 1 when he gets back from the doctors, so I don't have time to go to Aldi. Tommy's got the car keys. So instead, I'm gonna use the time to just have a quick whip around of the house and have a quick tidy up, like the dishwasher needs doing. I think it might be a better angle on the other side of the kitchen, because who doesn't want to spend the time watching someone empty a dishwasher and put it away? Apparently I'm failing it today. I went to make him a bottle, so he had a little bit of milk when he came back, and the filter needed changing, which is a bit more of a bigger job than I expected. Then I thought I'd make myself some tuna mayo for my lunch, and it's one of them stupid no drain tins that claims you don't have to drain it, but I've just spilled so much tuna juice all over the kitchen top and over me that you definitely need to drain them. Goodness gracious. I've just spilled tuna all over the floor. Yeah? Tommy, I've just spilled tuna all over the floor after spilling tuna juice everywhere. At least the dogs like tuna. We're going for a walk. I've changed my hoodie so I'm not covered in tuna juice, which is never a good thing, is it? Rupert seems okay. He's just watching me, listening to me. He seems okay. Last time he was really feverish after his first jabs and just wasn't himself, although he was really sleepy and grumpy. But they say that like the second ones aren't as bad because there isn't a live vaccine, and he seems himself, to be honest. So I've got maybe about an hour before he wants his next bottle, so I think I'm gonna pop him in the pram. I've got some thank you cards to post and pop through people's letterboxes that got him stuff for Christmas, so I'm gonna just walk like to the end of our road because some of our neighbours gave him some stuff for the Christmas and then walk to the other end of the road where there's a post box and send some in the post, because I don't know what, because I need to post them. I'm not gonna, I don't have an owl, you know. I think I'm a bit delirious today. We've got a little visitor.
Say hi, Rupert.
Auntie Lottie's come to see you, hasn't she? Hey. Today has been hard. I just seem to have dropped everything, got everything wrong. This afternoon when Lottie was here, I'd folded a load of washing. I then dropped the basket on the floor, so everything unfolded itself. Knocked over a can of Coke. I've lost those 2 videos that I've filmed, so I'm gonna have to refilm them. We put him to sleep. He got to sleep maybe about 7:45. Yeah, it's about 7:45 after his bottle. Woke up about 8:30. Couldn't settle him. We'd been up already and like soothed him and put our hand on his chest and stuff. Tom did that. That didn't work. I just went up to soothe him again, and he was just like full on wailing. So we gave him some Calpol because he hasn't had any yet today, and obviously he's had these vaccinations and he was quite warm, so I gave him some Calpol. He spat it everywhere, all over his like cream sleeping bag, so that's now in the wash with some fairy stain remover on it. He had like a bit of a bottle but not a lot, so like I don't know when he's going to wake up for his next feed, but he's not going back to sleep now. He's really tetchy, and obviously it's not his fault, bless him, he's all out of sorts, but it's hard when like you don't know what's wrong with them and you can't like soothe them. It's really horrible. So I've just had a bit of a crying fit upstairs, like sobbing in silence so that I don't disturb him anymore. And Tom was like, Amy, what's the matter? And I was like, I've just had the worst day today. It's just been miserable, and I don't know, just one not bad thing, but one annoying thing's happened after the other. And he was like, you know what, you know how long a bad day lasts? And I was like, no. And he was like, 24 hours and it's nearly over. And I was like, oh, why are you so lovely? So just come downstairs, I'm gonna have a drink, because we were like, I've basically finished my tea, I'm not gonna finish it now, but I'm thirsty, so I need to have a drink, and I think we're gonna just shut off down here and go up to bed. It's like 9:20. All the clocks are wrong in this house. They're right for half of the year and wrong for half of the year, but the dogs are going mental. I'm gonna close off down here and we're just gonna go to bed, I think, because I don't know. Goodness knows what time he's gonna wake up and what he's gonna want when I don't know what to do. So it is Thursday night, and I haven't vlogged all day today because I didn't think I was doing anything. I ended up actually going for lunch with my littlest sister, and then Tommy and I went to Aldi. It's the baby event. First we got these Tommy Tippy nappy bin refills. Got this weaning book. Now one of my really close friends gave me a couple of her weaning books from when she had her kids. I'm not sure if one of them specifically weaning, but they're like cookbooks. This was £4.99, and Annabelle Carmel is someone that I've heard a lot about, and that's who my friend recommended as well. And I just thought it was always handy to have something extra, and obviously this is like a new edition, so I just thought it would be like most up to date and maybe have some different recipes in it and stuff. For a £5, I thought it'd be quite a nice idea, so I'm quite excited actually to read that. There was a couple more different books in there, and I don't know whether I should have picked them up. We also got a baby carrier. Now we looked online and these were about £60. This was 45 or 44.99. And I bought a cloth wrap one of these. It's the Ergo Baby grey and white stripy one. If any of you are after one, message me, because I'm selling it, because we've never used it. This was never something we really used, because especially in those early days we didn't go out at all in the first few weeks. This is now something I think we'd probably use. It goes up to £25 and he's £16, so I reckon we've got a good few months out of it. These weren't part of the baby event, but obviously they sell nappies. We really like these. He grows out of these quicker than the Pampers ones, so we still managing to get him in the Pampers size 3, but obviously these are a lot cheaper. This whole pack was, you get 78 for £4.89 or something ridiculous. And this goes from £20 to 44. Now he is actually only obviously £16, so we might be in between them at the moment because the 3s are just a little bit small, whereas these ones hopefully will be better, but they might be too big at the moment. And then going into the kitchen, Chef de Thomas is making chicken. I'm having pizza. I only ever have 2 slices at a time. Baby is asleep, has a little monitor. And I also got a Warburton's toaster loaf, because I have that every day for my breakfast. A parcel tape, because I never ever have this, and I never open parcels the proper way, so I always use sellotape to do them up, and it just doesn't really cut it. I got some orange juice, some cheese. You'll notice there's no actual food in here. I never know what I want at the moment until I'm actually about to eat, so I just don't buy a lot of stuff. I got some cans of Coke. I also got 2 of these hand soaps. I've been looking for new hand soaps for the bathroom for ages, and these I thought looked really nice. They smell really nice as well, so they were only a few pounds. I think they were £2.50. I got the freesia and pear one and the pomegranate one, and obviously this is what's meant to be a lot like the Jo Malone stuff. And it's a luxury hand and body wash, but I'm going to put them in the bathrooms to use as hand soap. And then the last thing that we got were these freezer food, baby food freezer pods, which is something that I've wanted to have for a while, because it means obviously when we just like puree stuff, you can pop stuff in here, it goes into freeze. It holds 10 60ml portions. It freezes everything, and then when you want one, you just kind of squish it out. So they were literally like a few £1 each, so hopefully they'll be good ones. I know there's a lot out there on the market, but we just saw them and thought that we'd give them a try, so I don't know if any of you have used these. Today Mr. Rupert is wearing this cardigan from Matalan. This bodysuit is H&M, and he's got a big tummy, big tummy. These leggings are blue and grey striped from Next. They came in a 3-pack with some elephant ones, and then his socks are probably H&M or Zara, just plain grey ones. And I'm wearing these Adidas Stan Smiths, which I never ever wear, and I feel a bit of a Wally. I feel like a Polly Pocket, because her shoes used to be like this, I'm sure, but not in a good way. And I think I've got hairy ankles, so I apologise if you can see that. Let's hope none of you are zooming in right now. I think this afternoon I'm going to nip to the gym and see Tom again, because my sister's working, and he won't see Rupert now till like 11 o'clock when he gets home, so he will miss him, so I might pop up early. This, everyone, is Harriet. She is a superstar, and she's looking after Rupert. Harriet has wanted to be on these videos for how long?
A long time. Hello.
This is Samuel, who is Harriet's twin, younger, older. By how many seconds? 2 minutes.
Yeah, we've got chicken.
Hey? You're a natural there, H. Hey?
This is my brother Samuel, like we said before. Just finished my food, and now Rupert has gone to sleep, so it's time to go on a minute.
Hello? 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 Rupert, look who's here! Oh my goodness gracious! He's come to see you! Hey? Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, me the lucky one. We just got home looking a little bit sicky.
Hello.
Haven't we?
Is it bath time?
I'm a little bit sicky. Hello. I miss you. Hey. Hey. I've just popped you up on a load of books to talk to you. I have had the loveliest day today. You know those days where you don't really make plans and then things just kind of happen and they end up being like the best days. So I was going to take him to baby sensory this morning, but it's not the usual one that I go to. I was just getting myself really virtual about it and I was just like, it's not worth it for me to go for this one time to a whole new place, half an hour there, half an hour back, trying to work out when he's going to nap, when he's going to feed. So I gave it a miss and instead at 10 o'clock we went to Aldi. I don't know if I've spoken to you since then, but I got another one of those books. It's How to Feed Your Baby and Toddler or something like that. And some jacket potatoes, very exciting. And then I called at my nan and granddad's and my dad's house, saw them, and then my friend came round, Karen. She's like a really old family friend, and basically her oldest daughter was in Lottie's year at school and they were like best friends in primary school. And if Lottie ever went to stay at George's house, then I would go as well, and I'd quite often I'd stay over, or I'd go and like watch a movie with them and stuff. And then like when I got to like 15, 16, I was always chatting to Karen about like nonsense. She was there when me and Tom first started going out, and I don't know, like we were just really close, and I really looked up to her, and I still do, like massively. But we kind of like, for one reason or another, we then didn't speak for so many years, and we kind of just like fell back into contact actually because of my YouTube videos. If there's one good thing that's come out of me doing this, it's our friendship, because she started watching them and she reached out and she was like, Amy, it's been so long, I can't believe what you're up to now and how your life has kind of like evolved and this, that and the other. And we've kind of been back on track ever since. And we just, even though like we don't speak all the time because we've both got so much going on, she has so many kids. You'll see the twins that I've just been at the gym with. They are so gorgeous. And then she's got Georgia, and there's Oliver as well. So she has just got one hectic life, and obviously we've now got Rupert, and we don't see her all the time, but when we do, it's just like, you know, putting on your favourite jacket. It's just lovely. So she came around today and gave us our Christmas presents. She got me my favourite Embryo Lay Cream Moisturiser, which you should all know is my favourite by now. And the cutest little pair of shoes for Rupert, which sadly don't fit his humongous feet, but she's going to swap them. So that was really lovely. And then I was like, I'm going to the gym now because Lottie's working in, and Tom's there. I'm leaning on the table, I know he fell over. So why don't you come for a coffee? I've not seen the kids in ages, because she was saying how they'd be really jealous that they've not seen Rupert. So she turned up with the kids and they had their tea, and we fed Rupert. Everyone got a cuddle of Rupert, and he's so popular at the gym, it's so lovely. And Rupert napped while we were there, he had a bit of milk while we were there. It was just so chilled. I had a coffee. Charlotte had her tea with us on her little break, and it was just so nice, and we just laughed and laughed and laughed, and it was just lovely. So I've just got home and put him in the bath, and Tom's mum, Tom's mum hasn't actually seen him in like nearly 2 weeks because she's been away for a week, and then she's been really poorly. She's had a really bad cold, and she didn't obviously want to give it to us or to Rupert. And Scylla, Tom's mum, literally sees him like before these 2 weeks every other day at least. So it's been a bit of a shock to the system. So she just called in on her way home from work, and we weren't expecting her. Thanks. Messing with my scarf. Yeah, we weren't expecting her, and I was about to put Rupert in the bath. So she popped, if you saw like another hand appearing when I just filmed him getting ready for his bath, that was her. And then I've just given him his bottle. He's gone straight to sleep. Just before I get started, how does anybody fold a fitted sheet? Like, mine end up rolled and like in the worst form ever. Does anybody know an easy way of folding a fitted sheet? You'll see in a minute. I was just thinking, oh my goodness, I'm gonna fold this wash and they're gonna all see how I do it and it's gonna be really embarrassing, but I'm pretty sure I can't be the only one that doesn't know how to fold a fitted sheet. So we just kind of get it to that point and then we just kind of fold it in half again, any which way. Then fold it in half again. You kind of just hide all of the creased bits underneath the other creased bits. So then, like, look at that. No one will see that in a second. Look, that just, to me, that looks like the most perfectly folded sheet ever. Just a little bit of rogue going on there. Look at that. You wouldn't even know.
Yes, we did.
Love you. Good morning, it is Saturday today, the 12th, and I have just had my eyebrows done. As you can tell, they go so red after I've just had them done. They look a little bit crazy right now. I have my nails done as well and my toes. I thought I'd just update you all now before I get home and like the craziness resumes. Although I think Rupert probably is having a nap right now and we're heading out about 1:15. We're going to one of like, it's the garden centre on the way to Lancaster, which we really like. The cafe is really nice, and then on the way back we're going to go to his swimming lesson. So I've got to go home now and spruce myself up. I kind of feel like I need to put like makeup on and get dressed properly to go to this garden centre for lunch, but then for swimming I'd be fine going like this minus the red eyebrows. I wish I'd asked her to do those first, because then they'd have had like an hour or so to cool down, whereas now they're just bright red. I've just had a little bit of a pamper, which has been really nice. Tommy actually let me have an extra couple of hours in bed this morning, so he got up with Rupert at 7:20, and I didn't get up till 10:15, which was just heavenly. I've decided that a black hoodie and these shoes from Primark look a little bit dressier than my normal black shoes and a khaki green hoodie. So I'm like, cash but dressy. What do you think? Like it'll run back. You ready for swimming lessons? Yeah. Oi.
Ready?
Come on then, let's go. Time. We took him last week for the first time. I talked about it and shared some pictures over on my Instagram last week, and this one was his second lesson and he just loves it. He especially loves it when Thomas blows bubbles. He really tries to do it at the same time. I'm just going to pop you here and talk to you because it's quite difficult. Oh no, stand further away. But yeah, he really loves it, and Thomas goes in with him. It was my Christmas present, our Christmas present to Papa, wasn't it, hey? So he's been really snacky today. He usually would have like the same amount of milk every hour within like 3 to 4 hours, but these days it's like he's going a lot more frequently and having smaller bottles. I'm not sure whether it's like gearing him up for sleeping through. We're hoping so, aren't we, hey? But it is currently 5:45, and usually I don't really like to put him in the bath any earlier than 6, but he's only just had 4 ounces of milk, so he's not really going to be due a bottle before bed. So we're going to see how long we can go before we have to distract him with a bath. I think that's all I've got to tell you, to be honest. We've had a really nice day. That swimming, it's called Puddle Ducks, and it's so lovely. I think it's a franchise, and so they might have them like near you. but they do all sorts with them. They bob in the water, they sway. It's all about building the confidence up. Like today, she was like, he's trying to blow bubbles in the water, so let's see if he'll put his face in. So Thomas like leant his face forward, and Rupert was just like testing it with his chin, and then all of a sudden he put his full face in, and he didn't cry or anything. He was just, it was amazing to see. So I'm so glad that we've taken him from such a young age. But we are now just gonna settle down for the evening. I'm gonna finish this vlog here because I've been vlogging all week and I need to edit it so that I can put it up tomorrow. So while Tommy takes the baby, I've got some stuff to do, haven't I? Hey. But I'm hoping that I'll kind of keep this up. I might not vlog every single week, but if I've got stuff on that's quite nice, then I will do. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.
Remember to subscribe.
It's true.
No, don't get me on it, I look gross. Good job I edited.